They locked me out at exactly 9:02 a.m., company email, gone, access badge, disabled. Even my Slack account disappeared before I reached the elevator. No warning, no meeting, no explanation. Just one message on my phone. Your position has been terminated, effective immediately. They thought it was over. What they didn't realize was that I was still inside because they didn't lock everything. I didn't argue, didn't call HR, didn't even respond. I just stood outside the building, watching people walk in. For 3 years, I had built their infrastructure. Not just systems, but dependencies, layers no one else understood. And that was the problem, because when they decided I was replaceable, they didn't realize what they were actually removing, or what they were leaving behind. The decision came from above. New COO, aggressive restructuring, cost optimization. I wasn't fired because I failed. I was fired because I knew too much and cost too much to keep. But they had a plan. Replace me with someone cheaper, someone manageable, someone who didn't ask questions. There was just one thing they didn't plan for. I opened my laptop at a cafe across the street. No VPN access, no internal tools. At least, that's what they thought. I typed one URL, a forgotten gateway, a system I built during a migration project, never documented, never reviewed. A silent fallback, they called it temporary. I never removed it, and it still worked. I was back inside, not through the front door, but through the foundation. No alerts triggered, no logs flagged. Because no one knew it existed. I wasn't just an employee, I was the architect. And architects don't just build systems. They build access, and I had more than anyone realized. I didn't touch anything at first. That would have been a mistake. Instead, I watched. Within hours, things started slipping. My replacement couldn't navigate the system. Tickets piled up. Errors multiplied. But the real damage? They didn't even know where to look, because the system wasn't broken. It was just missing me. By day 2, it escalated. Internal dashboards stopped updating. Client reports delayed. Revenue tracking, inconsistent. Meetings turned tense. Blame started moving. And my replacement, he was already drowning. And they had no idea why. That's when I made my first move. Subtle, invisible. I didn't break anything. I just stopped helping. Automations I built quietly expired. Scripts timed out. Background processes slowed. Nothing dramatic. Just enough to reveal the truth. The system wasn't automated. It was me. By day 4, panic set in. Emergency meetings. External consultants brought in. Millions at risk. And still, no one looked in the right place. Because they assumed control. They assumed visibility. They assumed authority. They assumed wrong. That's when I accessed it, the shadow layer. Admin level permissions above their admin, not in the official system. Not in any documentation. A parallel control path built during a crisis 2 years ago, when everything went down. I fixed it overnight. They never asked how, so I never told them. Now I watch them try to fix it without me. They patched symptoms, rebooted systems, blamed vendors. Nothing worked. Because the issue wasn't technical, it was structural. They removed the one person who understood how everything connected, and they couldn't replace that. Then came the email. Not to me, to the entire leadership team. Subject line, critical failure risk, immediate action required. They were losing control, and for the first time, they admitted it. That's when I decided to step in. I didn't go back. I didn't call. I didn't negotiate. I sent one message from an address they didn't recognize. Attached, a report, detailed, precise, every failure, every dependency, every hidden layer, and one final line at the bottom. You removed the system's architect. Now you're seeing the system without design. Silence followed for 6 hours. Then my phone rang. Unknown number. I already knew who it was. The COO. Different tone now. No authority, no ego, just urgency. They didn't ask if I could fix it. They asked how fast. I didn't answer immediately. I let the silence sit, because now the power had shifted. I logged in one last time. Through the same hidden access point, one command, one override, system stabilized. Data synced, everything, back online, within minutes, just like that. They saw it instantly. Dashboards recovered. Clients notified. Crisis contained. And for the first time, they understood. It was never random. It was never failure. It was control. They didn't lock me out. They removed themselves from the one system that mattered. And when they came back, it wasn't to fire me again. It was to ask for terms. I didn't ask for my job back. I asked for ownership. Because if you build the system, you don't work inside it. You own it. And this time, there were no forgotten access points.